Right then, quick little update. Following on from the one that we got last night, that Leny Yoro was considering the contract talks with United. It looks like, let me get these off. That's advanced and he's decided, and he's heading over to Manchester right now for a medical, having rejected what Real Madrid were offering and accepted what Manchester United were offering. Like I said about a week ago, I was hearing that it wasn't as straightforward as he's just going to Madrid. He is en route. And it seems like that's that done. I got no concerns really about Yoro. I think he's going to be a world-class centre-half at some point. We're paying a lot of money for him, but we're getting Rafael Varane at 18. That's what we're getting. That's the closest sort of thing I can say to you guys, is that we're getting a player of serious calibre. That's going to be a Manchester United player for a long, long time. And maybe, yeah, we eventually lose him to Real Madrid in a few years, but I think he'll be part of the rebuild that we're trying to do at United. INEOS are moving mad, lads. INEOS are moving absolutely mad, and it's good to see. It's good to see a club with a bit of a purpose and a bit of an idea and a bit of a target of what we're doing. My only question now is something which Ornstein mentioned last night, and obviously it's Ornstein, so you've got to go, that's probably legit. Is that Ligue finished? I don't know the answer to that. I have no insight on that whatsoever. I was disappointed when I heard that it might be De Ligt or Yoro, because, you know, there's talk of Lindelof going. There's not been so much talk of Maguire going, but I think it'd be best if he did. Johnny Evans obviously stuck around for an extra year, but realistically he should play less than a dozen games this year. What we really need is a solid squad. And let's be honest with ourselves, even though I think Martinez is absolutely sensational, he is injury prone. And he's been playing in a tournament this summer. So it's not like he's going to be coming into the team refreshed. He only needs to pick up a little bit of a niggle and you're in problems. It's Leny Yoro and then Johnny Evans. And I'll be honest with you, that doesn't feel strong enough to go into the Premier League season with. Or if Leny Yoro gets a little bit iffy, then, you know, if he doesn't start well, if he gets a little bit of a twinge or a knock, then you're in trouble. I think United really need 3 to get 2 out. Just look how we've been for the last couple of seasons. You can't tell me otherwise. And at the end of the day, having all of those centre-halves is not a bad thing. Look at how Manchester City have operated with their defenders in recent years. There's been hundreds of millions spent on defenders. And they've managed to rotate them in and out, and they've managed to manage them into playing the system correctly. And, you know, they've moved people to left back, they've moved people to right back, and they've managed to manage like a real strong defence because of the way that they've got so many players that can do it. And you're going to be involved in 2 games a week. That's hard work on its own. So I think it'd be a mistake. Now, I can accept the money is a big factor in this. If we haven't got a lot of cash, then how can you justify buying 2 centre-halves? That's fair. Especially when we need a midfielder, and you can always make a case for 2 midfielders. You can even make a case for another fullback, a little bit of competition for Luke Shaw, maybe the Slovakian guy that we were looking at. Maybe that's an option, but you know, it feels like a bit of shortchanging if we don't manage to get De Ligt in. Now, obviously, Yoro, absolutely delighted about him. I think he's an absolute sensation. I can't wait to see him in a United shirt. I don't think he'll be quite as fan favourite in the way Martinez is, because he's not really about smashing people, and the size of him, he looks like he weighs about 9.5 stone, so he's got to pack some size on. The only way I can describe him is he's literally, not only is it like, you know, we went toe to toe with Real Madrid and won this time rather than losing like we did with Varane. He plays like him. You know, he's a real comfortable, decent in the air, you know, not absolutely blisteringly quick, but quick enough. And, you know, he's not going to be someone that smashes you. He very much defends and marks the space really well. He's a real upper echelon, world-class potential player. He's not fully world-class just yet, but he's world-class potential. And I'm very excited to see him in a United shirt. But props to INEOS, because they've started moving with a real quickness, which is something that we just haven't done in the past. And like, any chance I can have a fucking day out at the range without getting fucking mullered with all this news breaking off? Fucking hell. Can you wait till the day that I'm in the fucking office I can actually do something? Because this is fucking mental, innit? Just fucking pulling them out my bum like this. Anyway, I'm having a dead good day on the range. and I'm going to go back to it now, but United have got another fucking signing over the line. Another fucking player that fits the profile of what INEOS are after. They're doing a bit of a madness, and I'm loving to see it. Take it easy. See you in a bit. Bye.
Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.